And now Waconia will chip it out, and Pellin will regroup. Now here comes Mason Pellin as he's got room off, trying to beat him up a change. There's Mason Pellin. Gets poked away there. And he'll play it around the half wall. There's the password if you need it. More pressure. Oh, all offsides whistle right there. Nice pressure by the Stormhawks to open the game up here. Stormhawks will have a face-off in the neutral zone. It will be Kobeck, Eulenkamp, and V. Johnson as the forwards. Archer Rexroad and Reese Oster as the D-man. Reese will step up, plays it up to Ekin Johnson, chips it in the zone, but Waconia easily gets it out. Now it's Eulenkamp battling on the wall. Eulenkamp, he'll play it back to Reese. Now Reese chips it off. Well, here's Reese. Reese chip it to the middle, but no one home. Rexroad will try to get it out of zone up to Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp pushes it up to Kobeck. Now it's Kobeck. Kobeck gains the zone. But it will be poked away by Waconia. Now Waconia off one-on-one. Oster. Waconia shot on net. Schmidt piles it up, covers it easily. Nice first save of the game for Graham Schmidt. Hermaka won the faceoff for the Stormhawks. Hermaka gets it on the half wall behind the net. Now it's Hermaka. Forechecked off the puck there. Now it's Lano. Lano up into the neutral zone. It's missed. Now it's Wibby. He has full head of steam. Here comes Wibby. Shot on net. Goes wide left. Doesn't connect. Hines will hold the zone down there. As Waconia works to get it out to the middle they come, and here they come through the zone on their push. Now it's Waconia. Nice stick work right there by Hines as he steps up from a defensive position. Stepped out to Wibby again. Wibby will lose it there as center ice. And now it's Waconia here. Waconia will dangle through. Shot on net, saved by Schmidt. Now it's a battle here, picked up by Schultz. Schultz, he'll get to the center to Wibby. Can't connect. They're going to go for a quick change right now. Wholesale line change for the Stormhawks. They get fresh bodies. And Boogie. Now it's Boogie. He, though, can't accelerate through, and Waconia will chip it away. Waconia now picks it up in their own zone, and they'll chip it out into the neutral zone, picked up. They'll flush it down through the middle. Now Waconia gains zone. Waconia, that shot is deflected. Nothing happening there. Waconia maintains possession, taken away by Boogie. Tries to find Justice, but it's a little too far in front of him. Waconia can punch it all the way back down into the zone. Shot is whiffed by Waconia. They did have something there in the open slot. Now it's Waconia. Pellin up to Justice. Justice. Now it's Justice. He'll grab the center ice. Now it's Cooper Justice. He'll dangle through. Cooper Justice. Got to wait for the line change. Justice, his shot goes off, deflected off the side of the net. Nothing happening there. Good back check right there by E. Johnson. E. Johnson, he'll fall, and he'll just have to slide it all the way down. Now it's Waconia working on a breakout. Rexford will step up and knock that one down. Tripped up his Eulenkamp. Here comes Waconia the other way. Slapped away by Rexroad. Now slapped away by Oster. Here's Johnson. Tries to get to center, doesn't connect. He's going to go all the way down for an icing whistle. 8:01 left in period number 1. Faceoff will come down to Waconia, the Wildcat offensive zone. Hermaka Wins it for the Stormhawks, and he's off and running. Hermaka's got him beat. He's pushing. Oh, he just didn't push it quite far enough ahead of him. And it's going to be offside whistle as Lano was a little bit excited. Hermaka had the hump. He had him beat with all the momentum, just did not push that puck past the defenseman quite far enough. So he'll get another zone. Hermaka wins again. He's at least 3 for 3 on the faceoffs. Now it's Lano. Lano, he'll gain the zone and bring it in. Poked away by Waconia. Wimstad, he'll keep it in. Waconia will slam it down to the other end. You'll get an icing whistle right there. .736 remaining period number 1 as they pump some AC/DC up into the walls here in the ice center of Waconia. It'll be Caleb Johnson taking the face-off. Waconia wins it, but it's held. Oh! Thought it was going to be held in the zone by Hines, but it fell off his stick. 2-on-1 opportunity for Waconia, but they shoot an easy glove save for Graham Schmidt. Schmidt looking at that Waconia player said it's going to take more than that to score on me. Graham has been hot lately. Face-off won by Caleb, back to Pellin. Pellin rims it around the far board hard. It'll be pushed up. Now it's Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson, the Cooper Justice 2-on-1 opportunity. It's to Cooper! Oh! Cooper had an open net, shoved the shot wide right of the net. Great pass by Caleb Johnson. Held in the zone. Now it's Caleb. Caleb, he looks, gives it to Cooper. That one is saved by the goalie. 2 good scoring opportunities for Cooper Justice. Doesn't quite connect. Held in the zone by Boogie. Played up. Now it's Cooper again. He's going to have another shot, but it gets poked away. Doesn't get a shot off. And now it's going to be Waconia as they play it up. Nice play there by Mason Pellin to stop any sort of opportunity for Waconia. And now it's Boogie. Boogie, he'll get it deep. Allow for some fresh legs. Come on for Chaska. Oh, good hustle. Good, nice play right there by Kobek. Eulenkamp is going to get there. Eulenkamp, he'll stop. He'll slide one. Pad save by the Waconia goalie. Brecken Johnson will hold it in. Rexroad falls. Here comes Waconia. Oster will pick him up. He'll pick that position up. And now Archer Rexroad, he'll gain the puck. He'll play it out to Brecken Johnson. Nice pass up. Here comes Johnson. Johnson has room. Slides it over to Kobek. Now Kobek into the zone. Kobek, he'll get it down to the corner. Rexroad, nice pump up there by Rexroad. Saved by the Waconia goalie, but puck is loose. Now they'll cover it up. Nice opportunity right there for the Stormhawks. Good pressure. 5:45 remains period number 1. Hermaka line of Wibstad and Lano will be out there now. And Hermaka wins another face-off. That shot from the point by Schultz doesn't get through. Now they're scrambling. Loose puck. Hermaka tries to center it past Wibby. Plus loose up front. Hermaka will pick it up. He's got the stick. Hard shot. Tries to pick the top left corner, but shoots it wide and high. Waconia will get it out of the zone. Hines will regroup, plays it back to Schultz. Schultz on the regroup up to Hermaka. Hermaka, he'll slide it in the zone to Lano. Now it's Lano gains the center of the ice. Lano, that shot's deflected, never gets through. Comes back to Lano, gets through. Goalie makes a save right there with the pads. Waconia will try to get it out, but they're not successful. Stormhawks will keep it in the zone. They'll hold it in. Centering pass now up to Hermaka. Hermaka. He'll carry it down low into the corner. Hermaka gets it behind the net. Justice does. Now it's Waconia. They'll pick it and they'll kick it out. They send it down. No icing called though. Now it's Westrom picks the puck up. Westrom loses it. Waconia's shot is blocked. Now it's Pellin. Pellin chips it up to Boogie. Here's Boogie. Boogie. Boogie, oh, lose it, but gain it back, and now drive it all the way down behind the net. Waconia, hard chip off the wall. Helen pinches. Doesn't quite get there. And Waconia, they'll come the other way. That pass is behind them. He's going to come out to the point. Whistle, or they play with a high stick. There'll be a dead puck. Face-off coming in the Stormhawk D zone. Oh, puck came through the middle. They weren't able to get it. Now it's Brecken. Nice up to Kobeck. Kobeck just far out front of him, though. And Waconia now goes the other way. Rexroad will step up and dislodge it. Now it's Reese Oster. Reese can't quite pick it, but it's going to be Kobeck with a head of steam. Here comes Kobeck. Plays it up to B. Johnson. Now B. Johnson, he loses it. Here's Rexroad. Rexroad. Up to Johnson again, but he'll lose the puck. Played down by Waconia. That should be an icing whistle against the other end. And there's an icing with 3:03 left in period number 1. They have shots, 4 for Waconia and 5 for Chaska-Chan currently. Hermaka will lose the first face-off of the afternoon there, but Lano will pick it up and hold it in the zone. Lano loses it. Oh, dangerous pinch by Hines. Didn't quite get there, but nice back check there by Lano. He'll pick it up and get it back into the zone for the Stormhawks. Lano tries to center it to Wibstad. Wibstad can't find the handle. Hermaka, though, with a nice play. Waconia now gets it out. Red line the Hines. Waconia, they come through the zone. Waconia shot on Schmidt. Rough rebound right there by Graham. He did not want to give that rebound up, but it was hustled by the Stormhawks to push away and stop any sort of possibility. Now it's Wibstad. Wibstad, he'll chip it in so he can go change. 2 minutes remain in period number 1. Scoreless period so far. Caleb Johnson with the puck. He gets to the front. Boogie there. Now back to Caleb. Caleb tried to get it out to the point. Westrom gets beat. Pellin's going to have to give chase on a 2-on-1. Westrom gets back and breaks that centering pass up. Now it's Liam Westrom. Here comes Liam Westrom. Westrom up to Pellin. Now Pellin. Pellin, he'll gain. He'll drop it down low. Caleb Johnson and Cooper Justice working behind the net. Justice with the puck. Leaves it for Johnson. Johnson will leave it, go back out to the point to Westrom. Westrom back down to Cooper. Cooper trying to look for someone out front. Find anyone. Pellin, he'll leave it. Waconia cleared all the way down for another icing whistle. .104 left in the period. Still scoreless. No. Not much. Less than a minute to play. Offsides there. The puck came out of the zone. Shot by Eulenkamp. Pad save there by the Waconia goalie. 30 seconds and kicking. Stormhawks have the puck in their zone. Rexroad will hold it in. Now it'll pop out. Oster will go in there and get it out. Now there's an opportunity. Up to Kobeck, plays it up to Johnson. Johnson, hard shot. Just a cannon. Flies over the top of the net, though, and doesn't connect. 10 seconds. Oster misses the pinch. 7. That shot gets blockered high by Schmidt. Eulenkamp will play it low. That'll be the end of the period. Pretty even period played right there. 0-0 on the scoreboard. Shots in favor of your Stormhawks with 8 to the Waconia's 7. We'll be back. Period number 2 coming up. Okay, here we go. Period number 2. 13 minutes on the clock. Goalie switch positions. We'll see who can be the first one to crack this thing and find the back of the net. Stormhawks will win the faceoff. Up to Wibstad. Wibstad gets it poked away, but Lano, he'll get in there. Lano centers it, but no one there. Pushed out by Waconia. Schultz on the regroup. Now Schultz up to Hermaka. Driven down there by Hines. All along the wall and all the way out from Waconia. Now it's Hermaka with it. Oh, Hermaka just loses it. Delano will get it deep. They'll allow for fresh bodies for the Stormhawks. Nice play right there by Caleb Johnson to knock the puck loose. Helen, he'll pick it up in the neutral zone. Mason Pellin gets it out, plays it up to Caleb. Now it's Caleb. Caleb has him beat wide. Oh, just loses it though. For Justice though, he'll stay with it. Now Justice, that shot sails over the top of the net. Stormhawks have had some opportunities. They just cannot hit the target. Now Justice behind the net. Caleb, some hard net presence there. Held in by B. Johnson. Now B. Johnson with the dangle. Bub will get it down. Westrom will hold it in. Westrom gets it all the way down into the corner. Oh, Liam. Liam will try to get to center. No! Nice catch from Westrom. Eulenkamp got a stick on it. Goalie made a good pad save, though, to shut that scoring opportunity down. We'll get an offsides whistle right there. Another little scoring opportunity right there. Waconia goalie makes the save. We'll have a neutral zone face-off. Now Kobek, he gets it poked away, picked up by Oster. Oster, he'll get it to Eulenkamp, but back up to Kobek. Nice play there. Kobek, though, he'll get it knocked away there on the inside. Eulenkamp. Oster gets it to Kobek. Kobek looking for a lane. Kobek, that shot hits the side of the net. Kobek up to Eulenkamp, but Eulenkamp, he'll lose it and goes the other way. Rexrow, though, he'll close distance and make him chip it. Oster will get to it and play it out. Waconia will send it down. Oh, there, nice read right there by Brecken Johnson. He has a step. Here comes Johnson on the breakaway. Johnson, though, shot sails all the way over the top of the net. Another missed net opportunity. Oster, he loses the puck off a shin pad. Now it's Waconia the other way. Rexroad, too many men on the ice for them. Now it's another opportunity. 2-on-1. Over to Kobeck. Kobeck just out, loses it off the edge of his stick, and he'll have to play it back down around the back of the net. Now Wibby on the check. Lano picks it up. Lano just gets manhandled and tipped over. Played out to Schultz. Schultz, his shot is blocked. Comes up to Hermatka. Hermatka, that shot by Lano goes off the side of the net, no good. Puck comes out. Schultz will hold it, picked up by Hermatka. Now Hermatka, nice pass right there up to Wibstead. Wibstead, that shot, hard shot, easy save, and no rebound given by the Waconia goalie. Nice pressure by the Stormhawks. Again, golden scoring opportunity, just missed the target. A lot of shots sailing high and wide of the net. Better off like doing what, just make the goalie make a save at least. One by Boogie. Boogie's shot goes wide, misses right. Poked out by Waconia. Westrom will hold. Westrom up to Cooper Justice. Justice on the chip there. Nice pass over to Boogie. Boogie's got room. Boogie's shot goes off the blocker of the Waconia goalie and out of play. Another great scoring opportunity. Boogie's backhander goes down. Now it's Caleb. Caleb Johnson tries to center. It doesn't get there. Comes out to Waconia, and they're going to push the other way. Here comes the Wildcats. Oh, Wildcats pushes wide. We get a little gift right there as Westrom trips him up, and he doesn't have to go to the box on the power play. Nice poke out there. Good use of the stick by Schmidt on that centering opportunity. Now it's Waconia working the pressure. Waconia cycles it low. That centering pass comes out. Still Waconia, the puck is loose. Played up to Boogie. Boogie, he'll chip it. I think it'll probably go all the way down for an icing. So an icing whistle, but not a bad whistle. We kind of needed a change there as Waconia was showing lots of pressure. We need to get some fresh bodies on the ice. 7:48 remains period number 2, still in a scoreless game. It's Hermaka on the faceoff. He'll lose it. Waconia, they'll win the faceoff. Nice read there by Brecken Johnson. He has another breakaway opportunities. That one's poked down behind the net. That centering pass is deflected and comes out high. Nice back check, but he's tripped up there. And there's the whistle, tripping call on Kobeck. So the first one-man advantage of the game is going to go to the Stormhawks as they'll go on a 90-second power play as they'll look to back this thing open a little bit. Kobeck takes the face off. Kobeck goes down to Brecken Johnson. Now it's Brecken. Brecken gets it over to Kobeck. Kobeck is checked off. Reese misses it. Short-handed opportunity. Nice back check by Rexroad. Oster over to Rexroad. Rexroad to the center to Eulenkamp. Now Eulenkamp gains the zone to Kobeck. Here's Kobeck. Kobeck, though, he falls over, and he loses his footing. Stays with it. Kobeck now jumps up. Now it's Johnson. Johnson, his shot sailed really wide. And Waconia, they'll pick it up and clear it to the other end. Should be an icing whistle. So there's the whistle. 36 seconds remain on the penalty. Face off won by the Stormhawks, back to Schultz. Schultz, he'll play it down to Wibby. Wibby back to Schultz. Schultz, one-timer! Just hits the side of the net. Just barely misses. Now back to Schultz. Schultz, his shot towards front deflected wide. Picked up by Waconia as they'll look to clear the zone. And they do get it out. Now it's Schultz on the regroup. Gets it up to Hermaka. Now Hermaka. Hermaka. He falls over. 3 seconds left. Waconia is now full strength, so they kill the penalty off. Played out to Hines. Now Hines, he'll slam it back down to Wibby. Wibby to Hermaka. Hermaka shot and gloved by Waconia goalie. And we remain scoreless. Stormhawks have had a lot of pressure. They've now doubled up the Wildcats in shots, as 14 shots for Stormhawks and 7 for the Wildcats. Now it's Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson, he loses the faceoff, and Waconia breaks it out. Waconia with the step. Here's the Wildcats. That shot is stopped by Graham. Pushed up. Now it's going the other way. Here we go on the track race. Now it's Justice. Cooper Justice will dangle wide. Cooper Justice. They'll look to keep it, the puck low. Waconia now picks it up. Waconia slams it against the wall. Hoogie, though, will easily pick it up on that other side. Held in by Pellin. Now back to Boogie. Boogie gets it kicked away. Back up to Boogie. Got to use the point here, but instead he'll go low. Caleb Johnson. Now Waconia will get it all the way out. And Mason Pellin will have to pick it up. Pellin up to Johnson, but he can't handle it. And Waconia will keep it low in the zone. Now it's Westrom. Westrom will rim it around the far wall. Caleb Johnson again. Now it's Mason Pellin. Puck still not out of the zone. Western loses it. Waconia still holds the zone. This is the danger zone right here. As puck bounces around the front of the net. Had about 3 chances to clear, and we haven't cleared it yet, but here it comes. Now Brecken. B. Johnson, he's had some opportunities today. Nice dangle, another dangle. Good shot on net. Picked away by the Waconia goalie. Rexroad. Now pushed off there. Shot goes wide right. Now it's Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp will get it deep. Now Hermaka. Hermaka plays it up to Oster. Oster, that shot sails wide right of the net. Now it's Wibstad. Wibstad, he loses it. Nice play there by Oster. Oster will stop that and he sort of rush right there, but Waconia holds the zone. Oh! Waconia strikes first. They throw a shot on net, and Graham just kicks it out, gives up an easy rebound on the other side, and Waconia capitalizes it. Waconia takes the 1-0 lead. I think that's probably one Graham would like to have back. He's got to glove that and just gobble it up. You don't want to kick that one outside, leave that juicy rebound. So now here's the Stormhawks who have to play from down low. Now it's Hines. Hines, his shot is saved by the Waconia goalie from the point. Now it's Hermaka. Great save right there. Good save by Waconia goalie on the one-time shot by Lano. Great play there by the Stormhawks. Good centering pass. Lano got good wood on it. Just a great save made. Face off one back to Schultz. Now Schultz, that shot misses the net and goes wide right. Gotta hit the net to create opportunities. Now it's Hermaka, picks it up in the neutral zone. Here's Hermaka. Hermaka, take it behind the net. Hermaka will keep it. Hermaka falls down. Waconia gains it. Now Lano. Here comes Lano. Lano still with it. Lano center it. Nobody home. Held now by Schultz as he'll pump it low into the corner. Waconia will work it out. Now it's Westrom. Westrom up to Justice. Here's Justin, they have some numbers. Cooper Justice, he gets tripped up. No call. Pellin's shot. Smokes Caleb Johnson right in the nose. Now it's Boogie. Up front to Pellin. Now it's Pellin. Pellin, that shot sails 10 feet over the top of the net. Now it's Caleb Johnson, plays it back down below. 1:20 in here in the second period. Waconia gets it out, plays it to Westrom. Now Westrom fans on it. Picked up by Waconia, and they sail it shot wide. Caleb, he loses it and goes that way. Now Boogie. Boogie picks it up. Boogie, that shot. Another save there by the goalie. Boogie again out front. Another save by the Waconia goalie. Shot gets pumped to the middle, poked away by Waconia. Now it's Pellin. Pellin will play it back into his zone. 30 seconds in running. Offsides whistle there. .26 seconds remain in period number 2. Stormhawks trail 1-0. Eulenkamp, he'll push it into the zone. Kobeck with time. They got time. 20 seconds. Shot gets all the way through. Stick sails away there. Now it's Waconia. Graham again gets a pad on one, pushes it wide. Waconia behind the net. Centering pass here. And there is the horn. 2 periods in the book. And Waconia leads 1-0. The pace, time of possession, opportunities favors the Stormhawks. 20 shots on net as opposed to the 11 for the Wildcats. Good news is for the Stormhawks, if we have plenty of time, we should get a full period in here. The hour clock should not really come into play, which is good news. The Stormhawks need every minute they can get to crawl back into this one. We'll be back shortly. All right, here we go. Third and final period here on the Sunday afternoon. It's off the control by the Stormhawk. by Waconia. They send it out wide. Wildcats, they'll gain the zone. Shot is wide right. Played up to Kobeck. Now Kobek. Kobek. Center is there to be Johnson. He'll play it low. Johnson with a great back check, but just can't find it. Now it's Waconia breaking loose. Waconia can't get it through at Patrick Hines' feet. As the net is off the post, so they'll have to blow the whistle with a defensive zone face-off. Stormhawks will play it out of the zone. And Wildcats will get it back out. Now it's up to Lano. Here's Lano. He'll gain. Lano will stop. He'll look. That shot is blockered away. Now Hermaka with it. He'll stop. Hermaka. Centering pass can't quite connect, but Westrom is there. Keep it in the zone down low. Wimstad will go down deep hole. Me and Lano working down low. Now up to Hermaka. His shot goes off the shin pad and sails wide. Now it's Waconia will try it. Good hold there by Pellin. He'll hold the zone. Pellin's still with the puck. Pellin's still with the puck. Oh, tries to get it up the point, but whiffs it. Now it's Wimstad takes it away. Wimstad, his shot is gloved by the goalie at Waconia. Caleb Johnson will come out to take the face-off here for the Stormhawks. Comes out to Oster. Oster, he'll get it loose. Comes Elston. Justice, his shot is gobbled up by the Waconia goalie. We'll get another face-off. Caleb will lose that face-off to the Wildcats there. They'll look to break it out. Now it's Oster. Oster, he'll bring it back into the zone. Puck gets down low. Waconia will gather it behind the net. Now it's Rexroad. Rexroad, he'll flip it down low. Played hard off the wall and held in by Caleb. Caleb plays it back down low. Nice move there by Justice. Puck loose up front. Schultz, he has a lane. That one deflected. Another huge save. The Waconia goalie is just stonewalling these Stormhawks. 3 good opportunities to score right there. Can't get anything by them. Now Waconia brings it down low. Waconia's centering pass, but it can't connect. Cooper Justice still on the ice on a long shift right here. Big save there by Graham Schmidt to stop that scoring opportunity. Schmidt keeps it a 1-0 game. Now it's B. Johnson. Brecken Johnson plays it up to Cooper Justice. Leaves it for Kobek. Now Kobek, he'll gain the zone. Kobek still with it, but now loses it. Puck is loose. Eulenkamp will have to come out and regroup. Eulenkamp plays it up to Pellin. Pellin back to Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp will lose it, leave it, who's in the zone. Toe drag there by Waconia. Blocked by Pellin. Now picked up by Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp gets just slapped down right there. No interference call. Waconia will take another penalty. So here's the second power play opportunity for the Stormhawks. 8:35 left in the game. Minute 30, one-man advantage. This is an important part right here for the Stormhawks. Face-off won by Hermaka. Hermaka's shot gets deflected, never gets through. Held in by Waconia will pick it up. Taken away by Kobek, I think, out to the point to Schultz. Schultz, that shot is pad saved by the goalie. Hermaka will hold it in, but it's deflected out front and flipped out of the zone by Waconia. Now played down to Wibstad. Here's Wibstad. Wibstad's still with it. Wibstad's centering it, but nobody home. Come out to the point to Schultz. Schultz. Now Hermaka, that's a hard shot deflected wide right of the net. 40 seconds remain on the advantage. Schultz will hold it in. Now it's Hermaka. Hermaka needs to get it lower. They can't start to keep shooting from out there. This goalie's too dialed in. Got to create something close to the net. That one comes to Hermaka. Hermaka slides that shot. Tried to go 5-hole, closed off by the Waconia goalie. Now Hermaka's still with it. He has speed. Hermaka loses it at his feet, though. 2 seconds left on the penalty. Full strength for Waconia. Offsides whistle there. 7 minutes remain in the game. Hines' shot is easily pushed away by the Waconia goalie. Now comes out. Helen is there to stop any sort of opportunity. He'll drive it down low. Waconia will gather and look for the breakout. It comes out of the zone. Now it's Westrom. Westrom with 6:30 left. Played back to Westrom. Here's Westrom. Now Westrom will get it punched off a stick, but it's in the zone, and Cooper Justice will give chase. Westrom's centering pass doesn't work. Helen, though, is there to hold the blue line and get it deep. Now it's Westrom, his turn to hold the blue line. That pass missed. That should be an icing, and there's the whistle. Block wins it back to Boogie. Boogie rifles one way over the top. Now it's Johnson. Johnson back to the point there. Nice look. Boogie will try to hold it in, but loses it, and it comes out of the zone. Boogie will regather and punch it back in. Play down low to Eulenkamp. His shot goes wide left. Oh, big trip right there. No whistle. Waconia will throw it all the way down. Not going to get there to icing. Here's Hermaka. He'll look to gain speed. Here goes Hermaka. Plays it up to Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp just plays it off his stick, though, and allows Waconia to punch it out. Now Eulenkamp again. He'll lose it on the dangle. Waconia will clear the zone. Waconia still with it. Now Rexroad behind the net. Rexroad up to Wimstad. Wimstad with a chip. Held in by Waconia. Out to Rexroad. Rexroad gets it up to Kobeck. Now Kobeck. Kobeck, Bobrovsky! Nails one! Kobeck puts to the center of the ice, and he says, "I'll go top corner." Up there where Grandma eats the cookies. Great up pass by Archie Rexroad to open Kobeck up. We got a tied 1-1 game. 4:08 left in the period. It took a while, but the Stormhawks have finally struck. Let's see if they can keep that momentum and find another one quickly. Under 4 minutes to play. Stormhawks have outplayed Wildcats in this game, no doubt, as they've more than doubled them up on shots. Now it's Westrom. Westrom gets in the zone. Westrom. He'll leave it for Pellin. Here's Pellin. He got centering right there. Loose puck up front. Still loose. Now pushed away there. They'll rim it around to the point, but the point right home. Now Pellin's going to regather. Here's Mason Pellin, who leaves it for Hines. Hines has it. Now Hines. They're going to call an offsides whistle right there with 3:19 to play. Right up to Schultz. Schultz, he'll get in for Justice. Out in the zone now to Boogie. Boogie, he'll try to get it back in. Easy pickup there for the Wildcats. Wildcats get it out. Taunts it. Boogie will lose it now. Now there's numbers. Dangle there. Shot goes wide. Schmidt just gets a glove on it. Now up to Cooper Justice. Here's Cooper Justice. Justice still with it. Justice, he'll slide one on net. Pad save there. Out to the point now. Brecken Johnson. Brecken over to Boogie. Boogie, nice lead down there to open ice there. Out to the point to Schultz. Now Schultz. Schultz, he'll keep it deep. Caleb tries to center it. Now it's picked up there by Brecken. That shot just pad saved away right there. Almost snuck one in there. Here comes Waconia the other way. Nice back check right there by Brecken Johnson. Now it's Rexroad. He'll push one up to Eulenkamp. Now Eulenkamp the other way. Eulenkamp's shot sails way right of the net. It's Hermatka centering right there. Eulenkamp gets wood on it, but a defenseman's stick deflects it high. Hermatka's shot gets through, covered up by the goalie. 1:45 remains in the game. Stormhawks are pushing. Battle down low right there. Taken behind the net by Wildcats as they work on a breakout. Pinched there by Pellin as he'll hold it. B. Johnson will lose it though. There's going to be a late penalty call right there on Brecken Johnson. A delayed penalty. Oh, Graham just got his stick on that one. Flex it high. And the Stormhawks, they're going to have to play the rest of this game a man down on the penalty box on a tripping call. 1:13 left in the game. Man down for Stormhawks. Face-off is Plays out there. Lano. Lano try to use his speed. Schultz still with it. Schultz shot is deflected. Pressure right now by the Stormhawks. Now it's Kobeck. Kobeck has some room. Kobeck, one man to beat. Kobeck by him. Shot on net. Puck is loose. Now there's the whistle. 25 seconds remain in the game. Offensive zone face-off. Hermaka wins it, but to a space where nobody is. Hermaka with the puck. Hermaka doesn't get a shot off, it's deflected. Still has it though. 10 seconds. Now it's Wibstad. Wibstad, he throws it to the front. Deflected just wide of the net. 2 seconds remain. Taken away by Hermaka. And there's the whistle. This one's going to go down in a 1-1 tie. Thanks to the Waconia goalie, who just absolutely keeps them in this game and earns the tie for the Wildcats. Final shots on net were 37 for the Stormhawks to 15 for Waconia. So the Stormhawks still pick up a tie today. They'll go into a full week of practice before their next game, which will be played next Sunday. So a week from today for the next game for the Stormhawks, and we'll be back to call the game then. Have a good week.